Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Ryder, and I'm in the kitchen. I'm making a coffee for my dear friend, Eva Levante. Eva is back in town. Many of you know her. Many of you have known her for hundreds of years. Guardians, if you're double D, I'm a double D, D1, D2. You've known Eva for a long time, from way back when she really sold color shaders and a couple of other special things on the D1 tower to present day when she's the hostess with the mostest, and she comes into the tower for special events. And today's special event, or for the next couple of days at the time of this filming, we're seeing Eva for Festival of the Lost, and she's a welcome sight. She brings some excitement, a new weapon, some new goodies, candy. But every time that I walk by Eva, not every time, but many times I walk by Eva and she says, I could sure use a nice cup of coffee. Guardians, in today's Cooking in Destiny, it's going to be making a cup of coffee for Eva. Now, if you've hung out with me in the past, you know that I have made several cups of coffee for Eva. Well, today it's going to be from a Moka pot, and I know this is going to be delicious. I know that she will be very happy with this. I want to go through the steps of making coffee in a Moka pot with you, fellow Guardians. Let's have a good time with this today, and let's have a good time with Festival of the Lost. Now, I have here the base of my Moka pot. This holds the grounds, the coffee grounds. So let's get started. I'm going to use some filtered water. If you have good tap water at home, good tap water is absolutely fine. I'm going to use some filtered water in mine. This is just room temperature. I'm going to fill it up to just below this nozzle on the side. That nozzle is like a little safety nozzle that would release pressure if you've got it too packed in there. Now, I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to get my basket for coffee grounds. I grind my coffee here at the house because I use a French press normally. Many of you have tuned into that coffee video with the French press. Let's fill this basket up. This is a little bit different. The Moka pot is used throughout the world. And I have to say, Guardians, that I really do enjoy tap it, evenly distribute your coffee grounds. And I like a good strong cup. This is not quite espresso level, but the Moka pot makes a good, really strong cup of coffee. And the Moka pots will come in various sizes. Now, I'm not using a filter. I am okay with those coffee oils and getting all that flavor. All right, on it goes. Room temperature water, coffee grounds. I want to seal this back up and get this out of the way because I'm going to be dealing with some hot water very quickly. All right, so the water is in, the coffee grounds are in the filter. We're ready to get going. I'm going to screw the top on. Make sure that this is nice and firmly in place because this is going to hold your water as it builds pressure to percolate. And you have seen me percolate on the stove top. It's ready to go. And I am going to hold the lid so you guys can see this at home. The coffee is going to percolate up through this stem and we're going to be able to see it. This shouldn't take very long. All right, I'm going to set it on the water, on the heater rather, with the water, the coffee, it's ready to go. This will take a couple of minutes. Now I have cream. This is half and half. Some of you may actually like heavy cream. I do on occasion like heavy cream in my coffee. And this is a vanilla syrup. I think Eva probably takes hers black, but I have sugar, vanilla syrup, and half just in case. Now, Eva also, Guardians, when I walk by her, she talks about Carlos and Maria. Who are Carlos and Maria? Do you know? Leave a comment down below. Join me in my live stream. I often have Discord chat open. Make your voice heard, or you can come in and just chat in the stream without actually hearing your voice. It's all good. It's all good. Who are Carlos and Maria? Let me know. Now, I'm just moving this to the left and right hand side of my little portable oven. What we're going to do when this starts heating up, we may have to phase shift paracausal energy. We may need to just move the coffee pot on and off the heat. We're kind of surfing the heat to make sure that we don't overheat the water. Coffee is usually between like 195, 198 to 200. You wouldn't really want to go over like 205 max. I do brew my French press. I use water at 200 degrees, and that really works for me. So we're going to watch this and watch for it to start percolating. I'm going to hold the lid up so that you guys can see it. And when it starts, I will bring it, because you can move it off the heat, sit it back on the heat. The water will heat, it will elevate, it will push up through that long shaft, and then we'll get to see the goodness that is coffee. But Carlos and Maria, like, are they on the tower, Guardians? Does Eva Levante, does she see them? I wonder about it. Like, do they walk by as Guardians and then they don't know her? Do they look and think, who is this woman other than the special host for events on the tower? Maybe. I like to think, Guardians, I like to think that Eva sees Carlos and Maria and she knows who they are. It's just that they don't know her. I think she does greet them by name, and they probably think that, you know, she just maybe perhaps has met them on the tower at a prior event. She does come around several times a year. Now we can see that this is starting to percolate, to bubble up. It's getting those coffee goodness out. I don't want to get it too hot, so I'm going to pull it off. This doesn't take long. You can actually set this to the side. The coffee is still coming out. It's built up a little bit of pressure in there from the heat of that water. And, you know, this will be enough for Eva and I, because I'm going to have a cup. She's going to have a cup. But Guardians, oh, that coffee smells so good. I wish you were here to enjoy this with me. Let's just give it another little moment. I think we've extracted all we have, all that we can get, because it's bubbling. And if you see a lot of bubbles in that, you know that you're basically ready to pull it off, because you don't want a lot of aeration in there. That means that your water is really starting to overheat. All right, now I stirred that. I used a little wooden stirrer. Let's turn this off. Off. It obeys demands. Never mind that I had to push the button. This should be voice operated. So we've got it good to go. Let me pull over 2 cups, spoon out of the way. Now remember, the magic of coffee, some would say voodoo, some would say paracausal. There's only like 5,000 years separating voodoo from paracausal, because Guardians, magic is just science that we don't understand, right? Coffee is science and magic combined. Paracausal. Now, I am going to put a little bit of sugar in this. Normally, you would decant your coffee, but I'm going to take this right to the cups that I have ready for Eva and I. Now, I'm going to put 1 in hers, and Guardians, I like it sweet. 2 for me. 2 for me. I know you're saying, Ransom, that's a lot of sugar. Well, the secret in gaming, good shoes and sugar. So yeah, extra sugar in mine. All right, I'm going to pour this in. Steady, steady. About halfway up, let's pour Eva's in. Halfway up. Remember, there's a little bit in here. We can come back for some more. I'm going to stir this to get the sugar thoroughly incorporated in this brew. Now, I say brew, and it reminds me of Eris Morn, probably because of how similar it sounds to brood and the hive. You know them, you hate them, you battle them probably daily inside of Destiny, the hive. Sabbathoon, we miss you. Come back to us in a major way. Now, stir, 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 stir. Get that in there. Eva, I'm going to give her a little bit of this vanilla syrup. Eva, I think you're going to like it. Let's put a little bit of this in. Flavor hers just a tad. She's sophisticated. I know she's had the same outfit on for 500 years, and she can't believe that she's lived long enough to see the darkness come back. But this coffee will help settle her fears. Now, I'm going to pour the creamer in mine. I've made a mess. I have made a mess. Creamer, stop that. Now, this spout is better. My side was rotten. All right, stir it, stir it, stir it. Let's stir for Eva. And Guardians, I think this is going to be, look at this. I'm going to need cleanup on aisle 2. Aisle 2 cleanup is me. I'm going to taste this out of this Moka pot. You know, this is kind of similar to espresso, ES, espresso. Cue the music, cue the music. Where's my DJ? Oh, Guardians, that is so good. That is so good. Don't fear the Moka pot. Eva, come and get yours, girl. Come on out. Don't worry about changing that dress. We love you just the same. I've got it here for Eva. This has been my presentation of the Moka pot, a fantastic little coffee, a pick-me-up. Now, there's going to be a little separate bonus video, and I'm going to go over the final press. This is a great little coffee maker for one. Coffee for one. This was for Eva and I. Guardians, that's so good. It is so good. I'm going to have another one of these. Shoes and Sugar, the secret to good gaming, raids, grandmasters, nightfalls, strikes, seasonal content, whatever you're doing inside of Destiny 2, be sure to have a cup of coffee and get yourself up and going and ready to battle the darkness. Let's push it back together. Oh my gosh, that is good. That is so good. Guardians, come and hang out with me, whatever your beverage of choice. Come and drink together. It's so much better with friends. I am Ransom Rider. I love Destiny 2, and I hope you love it as much as I do, because together, Guardians, we can win this battle. We can win the war. We will free the solar system, and the people of the last city will finally get to have a picnic in the EDZ, the Cosmodrome, or the planet of their choosing. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Guardians. Thank you. I'm going to have a little bit more. I will finish this. Join me for my next live stream. So good. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Guardians.